Dawn, do you want to start?
Sorry, my connection dropped too. I was trying to readjust to see if I can get closer to the router. Okay, so we're going to do a roll call. We're going to call the meeting to order for August 5th Planning Commission meeting for City of Brooklyn. Katie Gallagher, Mayor.
Here.
Sue Grodick.
She is absent, excused. She may be logging on.
Jim Oper.
Here.
Stephen Coyle.
Here.
Brian Summers.
Here.
Perfect. What I need next is the approval of the minutes for June 3rd, 2020.
I move we approve.
Second. Oper.
Thank you. To approve the minutes, Mayor Gallagher,
Yes.
Sue Grodick, Jim Oper,
Abstain.
Stephen Coyle,
Yes.
Brian Summers. Was that a yes?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can you hear
First
me?
item on
Okay.
the agenda is a request from Crown Castle for a wireless telecommunication facility co-location for Verizon at 6650 Bidoff Road, permanent parcel 432-28009, docket 08-2020-1. Dave?
Dawn, first
Okay.
before Dave starts, I just want to recognize Sue Grodick's on here so you can add her to the agenda.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Sue.
Yeah, I got in on my phone. Thanks for sending the link.
Okay, this Crown Castle project is a additional antennas, changing out antennas and some new antennas to the wireless tower that's behind Bidoff Plaza. Whenever there's additional antennas put on these, they need to come and get approval from the Planning Commission. This has also been engineered to accept the additional weight and configuration. So there's no objections from the building department on this application.
Oper, I move we approve.
I said,
To approve, Mayor Gallagher,
yes.
Sue Grodick,
Yes.
Jim Oper,
Yes.
Stephen Coyle,
Stephen, you're going to have to repeat that.
Yes.
thank you, and then Brian Summers.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. We'll be in contact with you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay, next item on the agenda is a request from Blink Signs for a wall sign for HMI at One American Road, permanent parcel 431-06011, docket 8-2020-2. And we have Kevin Boris here. And Dave, if you want to explain that.
Yeah, hey, how's it going, guys? Thanks for having me on.
Hey, Kevin, we're going to have Dave talk, the building commissioner, okay?
Awesome, that sounds great.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate your excitement over this. So this is the Filter Queen Health More Systems that is one of the newer additions to the IRG property, Old American Greetings. So, seen a couple other applications recently, and this is really similar to TRG and the other one next door, the Navage Systems that was recently seen. So it all fits in with the building, and size is fine. No objections or variances needed for this. Go ahead, Kevin, add what you like.
Hey, how's it going? I just wanted to go over the project, so everything's clarified. And we are basically taking these letters. They're going to be FCO cutouts. They're going to be actually painted white, and they're actually going to be mounted on the existing fascia with stud mounts that are about a 1/2 inch spacers in between the actual fascia that's going to actually mount to the lettering, and the lettering will be on standoffs. So that's pretty much where we're at with the sizing. We're looking at the home of the Filter Queen is actually 5.5 inches wide, tall. And then we have the Health More is actually 1 foot and 8.5 inches. And then the logo stands about 1 foot and 7 5/8 inches. So that's the scaling of the actual lettering. And like I said, again, they will be mounted on standoffs and not directly on the fascia.
Thank you, Kevin. It's going with the theme of the entire park. I move we approve as proposed.
Second.
I'll take you as Sue as the second. To approve the request for the wall sign, Mayor Gallagher,
Yes.
Sue Grodick,
Yes.
Jim Oper,
Yes.
Stephen Coyle,
Yes.
Brian Summers.
Yes.
Thank you. Last item on the agenda is a request from, I'm sorry, I'm going to mess it up. Sadi, neon signs for, one more time.
Shaddy?
Shaddy. All right, sorry about that. Shaddy neon signs for illuminated wall sign for the Land Smoke Shop at 4308 Ridge Road, permanent parcel 432-25149, docket 8-2020-3. Go ahead, Dave.
Okay, this sign, it itself fits the parameters that, is consistent with the building. You've got Zach Insurance next door that uses that same area for their sign. The one hang up that we do have on this is that when they put the signs in the windows, they never came to Planning Commission for that. So there is an overage on the allowable square footage. This building is 20 feet. That portion of their space is 20 feet, which would allow them 42 square feet of total signage. And the Lamb Smoke Shop sign is 33 square feet, which would leave 7 square feet allowable. And while we don't have dimensions for the signs that cover the entirety of the window, quite a lot more than that 7 square feet. So if the Planning Commission were to approve as it is right now for all the signs on this building, it would need a variance. And I would, welcome, and I know that Shaddy isn't responsible, I don't think, for the signs that were put in the windows, but that could be a condition that they're removed or reduced and that they propose something smaller or different to stay within that allowable square footage of 40.
Shadi, would you like to add anything before the commission discusses it?
Yes. First of all, we did not do the window stickers. And if we can get the approval on the sign, I will have the owner of the business removing all these, all these perf stickers on his windows, because he doesn't have, those they're making his place very dark from the inside. So I was talking to him the other day, and he said that he was thinking about removing all the stickers off the windows. So if we can get the approval on the sign, and he will remove all the stickers on windows, and if he wants to just maybe cover, I know the sign is about like 33 square feet. If you want to use the other 7 square foot, he can get few logos and put them on his windows.
Does anybody on the commission have any comments? I'm going to add some first. My requirement would be that all the stickers are removed before we approve this freestanding sign on top with the CBD, the Land Smoke Shop, and any other of those stickers parameters would have to be discussed with the building department before adding anything on, not to exceed the 40 square feet.
Okay.
Right.
That's just that's my opinion. I'm going to hear the opinion of the rest of the planning commission.
I agree with that. I think if we defer this till September, then if those things come off by September, I don't see a problem.
I agree. I mean, we can't just approve it anyway because it would need a variance. And as long as
Right.
the window signage is up, we can't approve it. If the window signage came down, then, we could approve it without a variance, but we can't with the sign, with the window signage up.
Right.
Can I be recognized real quick? The one thing I would say, I mean, it would be detrimental for a business that if they, have their sign totally gone, people are going to think that they, moved out. The one thing that we could do is make it conditional, that the sign, once the sign is up, then those signs in the windows have to immediately be removed. And then we won't have to have them back again also. And that's something we'll be able to enforce.
How much time would be allotted to that?
Oh, I would make it immediately upon installation of the sign, that those window signs would need to be removed.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yep, this is Brian. I'm good with
I understand where you're coming from, Dave, and I know the applicant has nothing to do with this, but it also is a factor of not following building code, the fact that they're already up. So, I am very pro-business and helping the business. However, I honestly have never even recognized the shop there with those decals up. I don't think it helps a business personally. That's just my particular viewpoint. I will go along with the majority of the planning commission, but this just goes to show that businesses need to follow the city code and need to go through that proper protocol. It shouldn't take a building inspector to come out and say, this is how we do business in the city.
Then would you say something like, you can put it up as soon as everything comes down and just show proof? Obviously, you can drive by and see it, but would you just do it that way, conditional on you can begin installation on removal of the window signs? Word it that way.
So I think the concern here is that by doing that, we're essentially condoning what's there is fine until the new sign shows up, which is, I think, what the mayor might be trying to avoid.
I personally think the applicant should have to come back with the actual applicant, not just the sign company.
And if
that would make sense as well.
And it's gonna take about 3 weeks to fabricate the sign and to wait till next meeting on September. It's gonna take a while. And I think if we can just get the sign approved and like the other person suggested, before we install the sign, they will remove the window stickers. Or if you want, I can even have them, before once we'll submit. Before we pull the permit, I can take pictures. I can have the owner of the business remove those stickers, and he can just throw up a banner until the sign comes up, until we fabricate the sign and install it, instead of just waiting until next month to, for the meeting.
If it's going to take 3 weeks to fabricate the sign, then we're pretty on point as far as timing. We have meetings once a month. I'd like to get a straw poll of people's opinion of the sign on the face, if they have any issues with the CBD, the land smoke shop. Any issues with that?
No, not really.
I'm not really sure what to say. If everything is, legal and he's selling to only 21 and over, I mean, I personally don't care for it, but I don't know that I have the right to really say that. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Okay, well, in that case, I mean, hearing people's opinion, I make a motion, we defer to the next meeting. I've heard the consensus of the group and somebody can make an alternative motion if they disagree with me. I move to defer until the decals are removed and there's no longer the need for a variance. Unless the applicant right now is requesting both the signage of the land smoke shop and the decals, then my motion as of right now is to defer to the next meeting.
I would second that.
So we have a motion to defer until the September 2nd meeting. Mayor Gallagher,
Yes.
Sue Grodick,
Yes.
Jim Oper,
Yes.
Stephen Coyle,
Yes.
Brian Summers.
Yes.
Okay, so this is deferred until all the decals are taken down and no variances are needed for this signage.
Okay, I will let them know that.
And if you'd like to give me a call tomorrow at City Hall, then we can help you discuss that a little more, okay?
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. You guys have a good evening.
Thank you. Is there any other business that maybe come before the Planning Commission? Anybody else want to discuss anything?
Sure, quickly, what are people's feelings about going to the next meeting with Matt inside City Hall, or would you rather continue with the format?
I prefer coming in with a mask.
I agree. I'd like to come in.
Yes. I'd like to come
Is-
in.
I also prefer coming in. Is there a way to offer both as an option?
I can figure that out. I would prefer to have all in person because of the constraints I have for having to live stream this while we have these meetings online. It makes it a little difficult because it's multiple processes I would have to do. So it's either going to have to be all online or all in person.
We had zoning last month and it went well in the council chambers. There's plenty of room. So as long as we don't have anything huge, and even if it is fairly large scale, I think we've got enough room for it.
Do you guys have any items that you know of that will be coming back next month that are controversial? I know that Skyline Chili, they need to come back for a final site plan. Is that correct, Dave?
Right. Yeah, we're waiting on that one. I would anticipate that they should be ready by then. But other than that, I can't think of anything else.
We'll have the deferral from this, and there's not much else that's coming down the pike. So I don't see anything where it would draw a huge audience opposing.
I will have to look at any of those ones that you have conditional uses for review in 6 months. I feel like they may be a month or two out. I can't remember if it was March or April we set those conditions, so we may have those ones as the only other ones I can think of.
Okay.
All in, going in next month instead of having it on this lovely computer system.
Yes, I think with the cutoffs, it's starting to become a little difficult.
I agree.
Yep, that's fine with me.
Mhm.
Anything else?
Nothing here. So I move to adjourn.
Second.
Thank you, Brian. To adjourn, Mayor Gallagher,
Yes.
Sue Grodick,
Yes.
Jim Oper,
Yes.
Stephen Coyle,
Yes.
Brian Summers.
Yes.
Thank you guys very much.
Dawn,
Yes.
Dawn.
Hold on, let me end the stream. Hold on.
Tomorrow morning at